Hey guys, welcome to the Gabriel Farmstead. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca, and I am residing in a small suburban village, and I garden in my backyard. So God have blessed me with around 100 square meters, so it's relatively a small garden, but it's good enough to grow our food. So the past week we have experienced 2 days of sub-zero temperatures. These are not the first sub-zero temperatures we have received. In fact, I think I remember recording a video that I didn't put out of the first time we received sub-zero temperatures. If I can still find it, I'll put it right here. By now you guys know that I am growing some summer crops in my garden. Bush beans, I've got some cucumbers, some tomatoes, and some peppers. And right after receiving the 2 sub-zero temperatures for the past 2 days in the previous week, I'm inclined to come here and just show you guys how my crops doing, because I have tried to protect some of them. So probably also I'm going to do a little harvest. Please don't mind Missy, who's busy harvesting the sand into my harvesting basket. I guess we are both farmers, but it seems like she's farming sand while I'm farming veggies. So come, let's go. Okay, take Missy, take this. Okay, so we are starting right here. So this bed is actually a 1.5 by 5 meters. So let me just open it and then expose to you and show you what is under here. Right, so you guys can see what is happening here. So okay, let me just step in a little bit. You can see some of these are actually turnip seedlings, and I think they don't really like the hotness. That's why they are so leggy like this. They're suffering from heat stress, but it's because of my beans, you guys. Hey, no, don't step in here. So you can see some of my beans have survived. For those who are my followers, you remember these 2 beans plants. They are the ones that were eaten up by the rats. They are coming back nicely, and some of this are blooming. Oh, it just fell off, you guys. I guess maybe it was damaged by the cold, but there are some more that are coming up, although we are having some of these plants, you see. So there's a lot of them that have died back due to the cold. The funny part is that it's very weird when one dies. For example, this one, let me show you this one. These are 2 plants. Okay, this one died on one side. It's almost all of it is gone, but the one next to it is completely okay. And then more turnips here that are coming along very well. More beans that have died back. The thing is, if we don't receive more sub-zero temperatures, these beans are going to come back, because you can see that it's just the leaves that died, but the stems are still alive. So if we don't receive more harsh conditions, they are going to come back. I'm seeing the turnips here, loving this weather. Okay, and then if you come here, you can see this is one of those cucumber plants that had died off previously, and then this one was alive, but this didn't stand a chance, although you can see it's still alive on some side. I don't know whether this is the one that had a small cucumber fruit. I don't see it anymore. Yeah, but yes, that's what is happening. Okay, this is the beetroot bed. The cucumber here, there were 2, right? 3. So this one died back, this one died back, and this one is still holding on. But all the small flowers that were here, you can see all the small flowers have died back because of the cold. Actually, I don't even know why I'm still keeping these plants. I don't know why I'm not pulling them out, but they are not going to do much because they've been stunted since it got really cold. And this is our bed for, this is an original garlic bed, you guys. For those who were here when I transplanted this garden, you know very well I transplanted garlic in this bed. A lot of it have died back, and then I came through and put in some cucumber, some herbs, and some lettuce. And then I saw there were still too many places, open spaces, and then I came and planted turnips. There was also borage in this, especially here where I'm holding. You can see that this plant doesn't look good. There was borage growing here. There were 3 more. There were actually 4 borage plants in here that I actually thought were sage, but as soon as I realized it was borage and not sage, I came and took all of them out. I don't need borage. Like, I'm just being realistic to what I and my family consume, and borage is not it. So today from here we are going to take some fresh veggies. I think I'm just going to cut some of it, a little bit of it, and then we are going to take lettuce, and this will be for our dinner. I don't know, should I pull all of it out, or okay, there are many. Let me just, it's still nice and young and tender, so I'm just going to take all of it. I don't know, hardly has any smell. Okay. And then I remember these were bitter at some point. Okay, not too bad anymore. So we are going to harvest, and I'm just harvesting this as a whole plant. Oh, there are many of them. Okay. Okay. So we have this, and I guess this is around the time that I have to go and get my harvesting basket, because somebody also grew tired of it and just left it there. Look at these gorgeous leaves, you guys. The color is so beautiful. It's really, really gorgeous. Okay. So I think at some point I will have to come through and harvest more, because I can see the plants are maturing and they will need to go out. Even the other one, I'm just leaving it out here, but in the next few days I will have to come back for it. This looks so gorgeous. Okay, let me take off this leaf. The other thing I wanted to show you is how the cabbage is coming along. You guys remember this was one of our biggest cabbages, right? And you can see the damage, right? So it's the only plant in my garden with holes. So the other day I was walking through and I just noticed it, and then I started to check. I found something that looks like spider webs inside, and indeed there was a worm that I killed. So I hope it was the only problematic thing to my garden, and now that I got rid of it, I'm really hoping that I'm not going to get more. But you can really see, guys, that the cabbage is coming along very well, and it has started folding. Yeah. Okay, guys, and now we are in the garlic patch. So the garlic bed is also having my peas. I believe these are shelling peas, if I remember correctly. Guys, I don't know, they actually have suffered, hey? You see that the leaves have bent, and here I actually thought peas were cold weather crop and nothing much will happen to them, but something did happen. And if you can see, I put the makeshift trellis system. Doesn't really look good, but for now I think it's effective. And guys, I came yesterday and I saw what, our first blooms. See, there's that. This one is also blooming. I'm seeing a bloom on this one. More blooms, more blooms, more blooms, more blooms. But oh, okay, I was about to say it's only one side that is blooming, but now I'm seeing there's a bloom at least on that one. Still very small, so that means relatively this side is doing way better than the other side. This life. Guys, the two beds with the makeshift greenhouses, this is where I am keeping my peppers and my onions. If you can see clearly, you can see that you saw that the bed with the beans, that one is having a greenhouse plastic sheeting, but it is not covering the whole bed, so there's quite flow of air, so cold air is able to come in and go out, and this is possibly one of the reasons why those beans are dying of the cold. But that's because beans are not really my priority plant. Like I want to protect them, but my priority remains the peppers and the tomatoes. So I am going to open so that we can see how are the peppers and tomatoes doing and whether they were affected by the cold. And I'm just crossing my fingers because those are my priority plants. And I haven't come here to look at them because I'm thinking, oh, I'm not prepared for any bad news. So should it be bad news, I'm going to be really sad. But let's go and open and see. So guys, you can see they are alive, but I'm seeing like this one's tip is burnt. First of all, can we acknowledge how these peppers are nicely coming back? Because if you remember, these are the peppers that were eaten up by mice. Guys, look at this. They have so many branches coming up. So I'm thinking, should they survive winter, I'm going to have peppers that are going to be so nice and bushy, and I'm sure they are going to produce a lot of fruits. That is also the top is also dying back, but other than that, I think they are doing quite well. And you can see they are all coming back. All of them have new leaves. And you are probably wondering, what is this? This is actually the compost that I used recently for our compost and goat manure that I used for our compost tea. I actually don't throw them away. I actually dump them in the garden because they are still beneficial. So yes, my peppers are doing well. What is not doing well is the mango trees that I put here. I was hoping to protect them too, but you can see all of them have died, apart from this one that is so. It makes me sad that it seems like I'm not able to grow mangoes, my favorite fruit, here, neither at the farmstead. It's a really sad thing. But such is life. Such is life. Let's move on to the tomatoes. So the tomatoes are doing actually really well, although somehow you can see, although they are not dead, some of the leaves that have been touching the plastic are burnt. So this is the side that was touching the plastic, and you can see that it's almost gone. But other than that, they are doing well. The blooms, I'm worried that no pollination will happen here because there are hardly any pollinators, and at this time of the year I don't really open them. But I have also noticed that some of the flowers have been burnt by the cold. Let me just check what is the classic example. Okay, this, I don't know whether this is a very good example, but you can see, okay, this ones, can you see that they are burnt here? These ones are also burnt. I think these are doing better. The plant seems to be getting heavy, so they are flopping a little bit, but there's a good amount of blooms. They are not dead. This one is growing really bushy. The thing that makes me a bit worried on these tomato plants is this, because I'm noticing that they are having some wilt or leaf curl. You see they are curled, right? They're supposed to be like this, open nicely, but you can see they are curled. And this is actually a problem to your plants. Your plants are not supposed to have leaves like this. Oh, there's a classic of burnt flowers. You can see those are burnt, they're going to die off. Anyways, it's not supposed to be like that, and it has many causes, but I'm thinking mine, this is probably being caused by a fungal issue, possibly because it's so warm and moist in the greenhouse, and I'm thinking this is what it is. I'm just speculating. So if I'm not right, maybe can you just correct me and say, no, Rebecca, that's not it. This is actually what is happening to your tomatoes. Other than that, you can see, guys, it's so weird. My gooseberry plants, they have gotten so big, they have outgrown the pot, and I'm sure by now they should be so root bound. And I cannot even remove them because it's very cold outside and I don't have a bed for them yet. Look at this one, seems to be blooming. Are there not blooms coming? Oh my goodness, it is. While it's still in here. Shame, man. I'm just praying that this month ends. Oh, this is actually our coldest month, July. So I am crossing fingers for my plants. But I am also hoping that it passes very soon, because I actually wish today was already August, because I would be rejoicing as a farmer. But my plants are still holding on. I'm actually very thankful because so far all my plants are doing well. The greenhouse plastic is working well. And this is probably what you need to see if you are to protect your plants. I am not too worried anymore because I see the temperatures are going back up. Although this was our first hard frost or freeze to say, we are going to get another one at the end of July, beginning of August. Typically, that is what we get, and I'm just hoping that my plants survive then. So other than that, thank you guys for being here with me. I am going inside so that we can prepare our dinner. It's been a long afternoon and we didn't eat anything. I'm hungry at this point. So guys, see you the next time. Thank you for passing by. I love you. Bye.